three devices. I think this is the first time I've gotten my three devices to work. Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to another one of my mobility sessions on the weekend during this home quarantine time. Although I feel like I'm going to be doing this throughout the summer maybe because I'm not going to be involved in any NBA summer leagues or anything like that. So I've got a very empty summer. So why not keep doing this? I've been out of the game for a couple of weeks. I didn't have internet. That was very frustrating over the holiday Memorial weekend to not have any internet at home. That made things very slow. And then the weekend before that, I was doing a seminar, learned some very cool new things that we will be implementing maybe sometime over the time when I figure out how to. But anyway, it's just good to be back and keep doing this, and I feel like right now is a really stressful time. Things got amplified a little bit here in America anyway with you know, what's going on with the tensions around. So in particular on that theme of taking a deep breath, and that's what we're going to be doing today, is just really learn to take a deep breath, learn to move our rib cage, and the fact is when you learn to move your rib cage, you learn to move your spine. Everybody thinks spinal mobility is going to be about releasing the back, back stretches and all that, when if you don't have good control of this, you're not going to have good control of that, bottom line. There's some other factors as well that go into it, core strength and whatnot. So core strength, kind of dabble in on that, but as well as some leg and hip strength, which we get into in other sessions. But for the fact of today, one of the key fundamentals is you have to have good rib cage expansion, good rib cage movement with exhalation, and then once you learn to do that, your back learns to move a whole lot better. That being said, let's get right into it. I said one of the things you'll need is your typical yoga block or foam roller, because we're going to need something between the knees to squeeze. Some towels work. I will need you to have some towels or even a padding, cushioning for your knees for the floor. Have a chair handy because we're going to do one of my classic exercises, which we put our feet up, and I think that might be the only thing we're going to do on the chair. That being said, we're going to get right to it. I think only one of my feeds might cut me off, but hopefully you guys can see and get the full picture. So the first exercise, this is the classic reset exercise. I start many of my sessions with this exercise, or even sometimes pre-game with one of my best athletes, you know, when I know they can really dial in and focus. This is a classic one to start with. We're gonna get a chair, we're gonna hook our legs up. Make sure you get nice and close, and we want to make sure we have 90 degrees right here, 90 degrees, okay? All right? Your feet should be pointing up to the ceiling, so you want to be on your heels, so make sure you're nice and cushioned, okay? Right there, all right. Hands will be on the lower ribs. We want to feel movement here, okay? From this position, we're going to lift just the tailbone. So your tailbone kind of sacrum area, lower back, everything is still on the floor. If you're coming up off the floor, you are working too hard. We don't want to work too hard. We just want a little tilt, pelvis control. Think of that. That's very important because we're going to get into that later in life, of pelvis control, forward or lifting up to the ceiling. So that tiny little lift, that's it. We're going to hold that. We're going to put our fingers, like I said, over here. Let's take a deep breath in. Blow out through your mouth. Now get rid of it like you're blowing out a birthday cake, blowing out or letting out a sigh. Wait for 3 seconds, 2, 1, then breathe in and fill it up again. So that's the cycle. That whole little cycle will allow you to fill up your rib cage a whole lot better with each one, and that's really important. So let's start with a good exhale. Number 1, get rid of it all. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Fill it up, fill yourself expand. Now, exhale, blow out that birthday cake, let out that sigh, get rid of it all, feel those ribs drop, 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 get tighter. Now, hold your breath for 3, 2, 1, big breath in, fill it up. All the way, all the way, all the way, get that upper cavity. Exhale, get rid of it all. Blow, 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 till you've got no more left to go. Let those dribs drop down. This is very important that you keep exhaling till you've got nothing left to go. I'm still exhaling. Hold for 3, 2, 1, big breath in. Good, exhale and get rid of it all. Keep dropping those ribs. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Hold for 3, 2, 1, big breath in. You should really feel your palms lift. One last one, exhale, get rid of it all. Get rid of everything, 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 everything. Feel those ribs drop as low as they can. Feel those abs tighten. Hold for 3, 2, 1, big breath in. Now hopefully, and relax, hopefully even you could see from the video how much expansion you're getting. It doesn't come with the first breath, it doesn't come with the second breath, but usually as you get into that third, fourth, and even fifth one, you'll start to get more expansion. However, the keys are, you have to exhale all the way. You really have to get rid of everything, and this is where everybody has a problem. Maybe I should have explained that before, but the key things I said was blow out the birthday cake or let out the sigh. You do one of those two things, you'll probably get good exhalation. And then if you keep blowing and get till you've got no more left to go, you've done the job there. Then the pause before you breathe in really allows you to kind of get rid of all the excess gases and all that and really fill up those lungs with a nice big breath of air. Lots of O2, not CO2. So good important concept. Okay, so the next one, we're gonna do a similar breathing cycle, but we're gonna need you to hold on to something. We're gonna come to a stand, and I'm gonna hold on to the couch right here. Make sure I can see. Yep, perfect. I just have to make sure this is up. Okay. So grab the foam roller or block. You're gonna need something to squeeze between the knees, okay? Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. Yep. I know my Facebook might be a little bit distant. I could probably pull that forward actually. There you go. All right, now you guys can see. Okay, so between your knees, go up to something that you can hold on to. Maybe a doorway, stairway, something. Anything you can just hold on to, okay? Feet between your knees, hold on. Okay, bend your knees, hips forward. So like I said in the previous exercise, hips forward. So your glutes are working. And then just hang back. Hang back. Now, same thing. We're gonna take a big breath. A big exhale. Feel those ribs drop, pause, big breath in. Big exhale. Pause, big inhale. Big exhale. Keep pushing those hips forward, pause, big inhale. Big exhale. Pause. Big inhale. Very good. Oh, and now that one kind of gets the abs working a little bit better. This back. Get the right hand there. Okay. So great exercise, a little bit of a back stretch. Key things there. As you're inhaling, you should feel the back portion of your rib cage, your mid to upper back expand. That is a good thing. We want that. Hopefully you could even see that. Facilitated by a good exhale first with a pause. So you've got to get that through first. Exhale the way, pause. Then, big inhale, and you should really feel that upper back, mid back area expand and widen and fill up. It should feel great. Then lower body, it's still working. You're pushing those hips forward. So we've got lower body control, we've got some ab functioning, we've got ribs being pulled down, upper back, mid back expanding. It's gonna feel great. All right, next, keeping on with the yoga block. All right, come to a little angle. There's two ways we can do this, and I'm debating on which way I wanna do, easier or harder, because maybe easier might be better for some in terms of what they feel. So easier would be just legs straight, try to keep your feet pointed together, pointed vertically. That's the only goal. Maybe you could even put something in between your knees, okay? And we're gonna have we're gonna do a reach and twist. More advanced would be right here, feet on the ground, on your hips, on your butt. Goal being feeling your sitting bones. You just want to feel your sitting bones. If you're up here, you're gonna feel your abs a little bit more. You guaranteed you're gonna feel those sitting bones a little bit, but you're gonna feel the abs more. Here, it's more, you're gonna just feel it as you twist side to side. So as we reach and push our arm forward, you're gonna shift, and I want you to really kind of pay attention to that side, and then we're gonna switch, reach and push forward, pay attention to where your hips shift the other way. Good stuff, because we wanna go back and forth. The whole body's meant to go back and forth. So we're gonna do a little reach and twist stretch with breathing, but it's gonna be a lot more abs than any kind of stretch. So I'm actually gonna start a couple of reps like this, okay? And then we will, and I'm gonna go to the modified version. So you're gonna have a hand on the ribs, just underneath the chest. Goal here is as you're inhaling, you're pulling your elbow back. You're activating the back of the shoulder blade area, pulling like a row. Meanwhile, this is expanding. So as you're inhaling, they should expand and get bigger. Good. Now as you exhale, reach this arm forward and just stare at your fingers and feel yourself get that little extra rotation. Good. Switch. Hand on the chest. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, reach forward. Looking at those fingers. I can really feel my left sitting bone. Switch. Hand on the chest. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, reach forward. I'm looking at my fingers, and I can really feel my right sitting bone. Okay, switch. I'm going to modify it to the harder version. Hand on chest. Inhale, pull back. Exhale. Reach forward, get that little extra twist. Can you still feel your sitting bone? Good, switch. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, reach forward. Keep squeezing that block. That's where it gets weak. We're gonna do one more each side. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, reach forward. Get that little extra twist. Keep that block squeezed. It should be getting a little fatigued by now. Last one. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, reach forward. Nice. That really activates a lot of systems there. In a hip stabilizer, groin adductor system, together with rotational. So you got a bit of hip and upper body disassociation, which is a very good thing. We need to have good control of that because we are meant to oscillate and pendularly go back and forth throughout our body, and the more we learn to do that and with control, the better we move, the better we feel. Let's do a little hip arm stretch now. So if gonna lie down on the floor. I'm gonna use this for my head. Hopefully you guys can see. All right. Arms out to the side. Bring your legs up. Drop them to one side. Okay. Then we're gonna take this back arm, go a big circle, and do a big circle. Let's go down, exhale. When the hand meets hand, we inhale. Stop right there. Switch it. Breathe in, breathe out, go down with the arm. Breathe in when hand meets hand. Switch. Breathe in, breathe out, go down. Hand meets hand, breathe in. Switch it. Breathe in. Hand goes down. Breathe out. When hand meets hand, you breathe in. Then one more. I think one more on this other side. Right. No, let's start that way. Okay. That's good. All right. Drink. Next, a little core breathing. Everything's going to be breathing, but this is going to be a little bit of your intro to core and how you want to fire your core ultimately. Because we don't, when we use our core, we tend to overly tense up everything when it really should be synchronized with your breathing. You really want to make sure that you exhale and that creates the pressure. In addition, you want to make sure that you're not always overly extended in your back. If you're doing a core exercise and you're just completely locked out in your back, your lower back is doing most of the work. So we want to take it to the other end of the spectrum. And what goes hand in hand with your exhalation is the opposites, which is what we're going to work on. So it's actually going to take you into flexion, because you exhale, drop the ribs down, the abs go in, the back will round. So as much as we sometimes think that a flex position, a hunch position is bad, and seated, yes, but that's a state of rest. What we're going to do right now is take our back into a complete state of flexion through exhalation, and then hold that and breathe in. And remember, in the previous exercise I talked about how you want to get air into your back and expand. I'm going to do that in this position right now. Get a pad for your knees right here, and you're going to round up as much as you can. Push those hips forward. Talked about that earlier. So hips, glutes forward. Shoulder blades round out as much as possible. Tuck that chin underneath. Okay? We're going to stay up in this position. We're going to breathe in. Start with a nice exhale. Blow out the birthday cake. Hold for 3. Big breath in. Feel that upper back stretch and expand. Exhale. Pause for 3. Big breath in. Feel that upper back expand. Exhale, get rid of everything. Keep your arms locked out. Shoulder blades rounded out as much as possible. Hold. Big breath in. Exhale, get rid of everything. Keep those arms locked out. Hold for 3. Big breath in. and relax. So yeah, by that very last one, you should feel some kind of stretch and expansion in the back. And that's, if you can get that, your whole system is really gonna feel great in the sense that you not only circulated more air and got it to calm down, but you actually, you're probably realigning yourself posturally by bringing yourself back some more mutuality. We tend to be very extended in life, but we also tend to be very stressed in life. Stress and extension go hand in hand, as bottom line proven. What we're trying to do right now is take you into some of the opposite. A little bit of flexion, controlled flexion with exhalation, breathing, control. Good stuff, very powerful stuff. On that note, we're gonna do a bear crawl. I don't have much room, but that's fine. We don't really need much room because this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna, on every pace we take, you're gonna exhale all the way, inhale all the way, then you're gonna take a pace. This is absolute gold for rib cage movement and actually syncing it up together with how, Facebook should see, how it goes with our gait pattern. And you'll probably feel it as you go because as we go through this bear crawl, it very much mimics the gait pattern, running pattern, just in a crawling state. Key concepts here that I just want you to think about. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm gonna go at a slight angle so you can even see. So as far as the pattern, I already said the breath cycle. I'll mention it one more time. Just watch me real quick. Take a pace forward, knee to elbow contact right there. And then I said exhale all the way, inhale all the way, move. Take a pace forward. I'm going just a hand's pace. And then as I take my leg forward, knee to elbow contact, okay? If you're not even familiar with the bear crawl, this might be technically more confusing, but we're actually just going very, very slowly and taking a whole breath out, then in, then moving. And all it is opposite hand and leg go at the same time. And I want you to make that knee to elbow contact because that will ensure that side gets locked in. As this hand is forward, a pace, this rib cage will expand nicely. And we reciprocate, knee to elbow contact on this side. This side will close nicely as you exhale. This side will expand. Here we go. Maybe you can watch me in the first one and then join in on the last two. Okay, right here. Jump it back up as much as possible. Okay, all right. I take a pace. Exhale. Inhale. Move. Exhale. Inhale. Move. Make sure your shoulder blades are locked out all the way. Exhale. Inhale. Move. Exhale. Inhale. Move. Exhale. Crunch. Inhale. Stretch the opposite side. Move. Stretch this side. Good. Let's do one more round. Well, that's pretty tiring. And you only need like maybe 6 total paces to get it. In fact, the more you slow it down, the longer the breath, the more you'll feel your abs. This goes back to the good old quality versus quantity argument, where I don't care if you went to do a 1-minute plank, if you cannot actually actively do, let's say, 5 breaths, a plank for 5 breaths, which is arguably going to be 45 seconds maybe. It could be a minute actually if you're really good with breath control. But if you cannot even do 5 breaths all the way, it doesn't really matter. We need to control the breathing. And the more we can control it and slow it down and exhale and get rid of everything all the way, the more you'll tighten up in the abs. So one more time, let's just go 4 paces right here. With the knees, take a pace, knee to elbow contact, exhale all the way. Inhale all the way, take a pace, exhale all the way. Inhale all the way. Stay locked out with your arms and shoulder blades. One more, exhale all the way. Inhale all the way. Last one. Exhale away. Inhale away. Hopefully you could even see how much that opened up. Maybe if you're doing it, you didn't, but when you watch, you can see it. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost, actually, we're only halfway through. About halfway through. Going back to somewhere where you can hold on again, because we want to make sure that we can. We want to make sure that we can grab and stretch and lean back. This is a classic of mine that I like to do again a lot before game days. It gets your mobility, gets you deep into your squat, opens up your rib cage, gets you breathing, gets you breathing deeply, calms your body down, gets you feeling good. An all-in-one. If you're not stretching and incorporating some kind of deep breathing, I think you're really missing the benefits of it all. So, especially if you're going into competition, which can be very stressful. But even if you're not going into competition, even if you're working and then you go into your workout, you're still sometimes in competitive mode, and then workouts are stressful too. So this is sort of what we call the calm before the storm, where you reset your system. I mean, all of these exercises are essentially what we would do to reset your system, calm you down, reset some of these patterns before we engage in intense activity. And I think the mistake people make is they want to like dive into the swimming pool. Well, I'll dive into the workout. You know, you do your 5 minutes on the treadmill, which I think is the worst thing possible. Some people foam roll and get into it, and actually I used to do that. I'm guilty of that, but that's not really. We've got to be smarter these days. Anyway, that's enough of me talking. Grab your block. Go up to something where you can hang on to. All right. We're gonna actually. Excuse me. No, you don't need your block. I don't know what I'm talking about. You're just gonna grab onto something, and we're gonna squat hang. Okay. So let me bring this closer. Okay, feet shoulder width apart, and I suppose actually, you know what, you can grab onto, you can squeeze something. I think that will actually help people, now that I think about it. So you're gonna squeeze your block, okay? You're gonna grab onto something, okay? And we're gonna take a big breath of air in, big inhale, exhale, drop. Big inhale, exhale, stand. Okay, so for me, it's not actually easier with the block because I have the mobility, but if you don't have the mobility, maybe just go with the block. Hold on, exhale, inhale, exhale, drop. Big inhale, exhale, stand. Big inhale, exhale, drop. Big inhale, exhale, stand. One more. Big inhale, exhale, drop. Big inhale, exhale, stand. Good stuff there. I was a little confused actually, but I don't think it was beneficial to have something between your knees. That was the previous exercise. That's why I keep getting confused with that. There's one where you hang. That's the second exercise we did, and that's when you're not going into a squat. You're just flexing your pelvis forward, and you're trying to just stretch through your mid upper back. This one is a full squat, so ultimately you don't want something between your knees. It just felt way more comfortable when you don't have something between your knees. The goal is you get as low as you can holding something, and you just want to drop between your ankles and feel all of this laterally stretch out. And hopefully you could even see from the video that my back as I inhale widens. I want you to think about that when you do it. When you exhale, ribs drop. As you inhale, widen. Now that from what you've seen, that maybe was a poor visual because it looks like I'm just going up and down, but I'm actually going 360. 360 expansion is the key. If you can expand 360, your body will feel safe. Once your body feels safe, tension drops. And then suddenly all that stretching that we need to do, we don't actually need to do as much of it. Tension is very much coming from our nervous system being way too hyperactive, and breathing is just the way we settle down. Moving on, let's go grab your pad. Let's do a little spinal mobility with, oh well, my Facebook cut out. Anyway, so we're gonna do spinal curls. Go grab your pads. Be on your tall, kneeling position, okay? Now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do a circle one way, circle the other way. We're gonna hold each spot and we're gonna inhale and we're gonna exhale, all right? So we're gonna have arms crossed. First one is both elbows down to your hips and exhale, inhale. Now your one elbow to your one hip and really pull it in, exhale, inhale. Go into a big side position, inhale, exhale, inhale, extend all the way back, exhale, inhale, laterally flex, exhale, inhale, elbow to hip, exhale, inhale, in front, exhale, inhale. Let's reverse. Elbow to hip, exhale, inhale, laterally flex, exhale, inhale, extend back, exhale, inhale, laterally flex, exhale, inhale, elbow to hip, exhale, inhale, in front, exhale, inhale. Oh, that's good stuff. Good control, good movement all throughout. Oh, I don't know what is going on right now with this. Oh well, my Facebook is going crazy. Sorry to whoever was on there. All right, let's go. Standing for this one, grab your block. Okay, and we're gonna do a spinal curl, but pulling our rib cage down via breathing. So basically, I want you to focus on this area. Don't just drop down. And basically a toe touch with the spinal curl, but we're not gonna just drop down. We're gonna control it down. The reason for this is when we squeeze it between our legs, we're gonna allow more support of this lower area. Well, that was bad life quality, so I'm not gonna rate it. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Just gonna restart my Facebook Live. Come on. All right, so squeeze your block. I'm gonna stand like this, all right? Okay, make sure your feet are like underneath you. Arms above your ears, okay? You're gonna take a big breath of air in. Start with the chin to chest, but then feel yourself like a zipper being pulled down from the abs. Exhale, draw the abs in, and curl down one at a time, and keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling till you got no more left to go. We're gonna breathe in and restack from the bottom up. Restack from the bottom up. Let your arms just hang and squeeze the blocks, squeeze your hips together, squeeze them nice and tight, nice and tight, nice and tight. The head should be the last thing to come up. There we go. Take a reset breath. Back up so my Twitch can see me. Okay, arms by your ears, big breath in. Chin to chest, exhale, pull yourself down from the abs first. Exhale, pull yourself in, abs go in, abs go in, abs go in, abs go in. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Keep getting rid of all the air until you got no more left to go. Start breathing in. Squeeze that block super hard, super hard, super hard, super hard. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Relax your arms, relax your arms, relax your arms. Head's the last thing to come up. Big breath in, out, to relax. Arms to ears. Big breath in. Exhale, chin to chest. Squeeze that block hard. Get rid of all the air. Big breath in. Start restacking. Keep squeezing the block. Keep squeezing the block. Hips should be squeezing, pushing through. Arms relaxed. Let's go 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale, chin to chest. Abs go in. You're pulling yourself down from the abs, pulling your ribs down. Exhale, get rid of everything. Big breath in. Run reset breath. Always take a reset breath in between so that you're not gasping. Arms by ears. Big breath in. Exhale, final one. Pull yourself down from the ribs. Getting rid of all the air. Letting your arms just hang. Big breath in. Push those hips forward. Keep squeezing those hips. Squeezing the block. And relax. Good. Nice. Good. All right. I got 2 more. 2 more, and then we will be done with this one. So now we've done a lot of this. We've done some of this, not a lot, but some of this expand, contract, right? And we've even incorporated that a little bit into the lateral way, especially with the bear crawl. Okay. Now we're going to spice it up a little bit and and work on that with us in the upright standing position. Now, that actually, for some reason, for many of us, is very difficult. We struggle. We're good at doing this one way, and we struggle doing it the other way, especially alternating with stepping. It's part of this whole back and forth swaying activity that the body is meant to do. We were meant to go side to side, forward and side to side. It's just we don't do it very well. So normally we wouldn't even bother with starting right here, but because we've done so many exercises today, let's just play around with it and see how good we are at it, and see what we can feel. Okay? So, and also if you're able to be good at this, it should really reset your system and feel really good. Again, it goes back to sort of unwinding the body and putting you into your weak areas where you're not comfortable with. It sort of rewires and retunes the brain. Let me adjust my Twitch. Okay. So just like with the reach and twist exercise where we've had a hand on the chest, okay, one hand reaching. That's basically what we're gonna do. Hand on the chest expands, the hand reaching. This time it's gonna reach downwards, so gets that lateral flexion, all right? So we're gonna do what we would typically, most people are right-handed anyway, so we're just gonna go right side first to get that out of the way because it's usually the weaker side that needs a little bit more fine-tuning. So we'll start with the dominant side. To implement this, start with the feet together and I want you to take a step back onto your right and just really feel yourself weighted onto your right leg. Pay attention to what you feel, where your pressure is. Hopefully it's that right heel. Good. All right. So we will go left hand on the chest, right arm reaching down. Okay, we'll start with an exhale. Nice exhale, reach your fingers down. Exhale, 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 exhale. Till you got no more left to go. Hold. Big breath in. Exhale, reach down. Feel yourself really crunch in. Hold. Big breath in. Exhale, reach down. Hold. Big breath into here. Feel it really stretch out. You should really feel the pressure on your right leg right now. Last two. Exhale, reach down. Hold. Expand right here. Last one. Exhale, reach down. Hold. Expand into here. Okay. Oh boy, that for me does not even feel very good. I tend to be very right shifted anyway, unless I manage it. So now I've just really fed my dominant pattern. So this is the key right now, is you really want to balance it out. So feet together, take a step back. Feel yourself weighted over that left leg. Now you really have to pay attention to this because we will lose this and probably shift away if we're not good at it. Where are you feeling? What bones are you feeling? Okay, have a slight little knee bend, or if you're, very, very slight, minor. But if anything, just take a step back, like you're frozen in time. Your real weight is on that heel, hopefully. Left arm, reaching down. Okay, let's start with a nice exhale. Reach down, reach down, reach down. Hold. Expand into here. Exhale. Reach down, reach down, reach down. Keep blowing out till you got no more left to go. Very important. Hold. Pay attention to what you feel. Big breath in here. Exhale, reach down. Feel that oblique tighten. Pay attention to what you feel. Breathe into here. If your quad is burning, ease up off the leg. Just stand up a little bit, but you still feel that left heel. Exhale, reach down. Hold. Breathe in here. One more. Exhale, reach down. Hold. Breathe into here. And that, for me, already feels much better than the previous set because we were able to fine tune what I needed. Okay, we will finish it. Thank you to my, very few people who are actually still tuned in. Last but not least, let's go a classic cat cow. I hate the name, but whatever. Okay, we'll finish it up so you guys can enjoy your weekend, move freely, move dynamically, enjoy the weather. It's heating up. Hopefully things are easing up with tensions and pandemic stuff. Start right here, and then we will go from extension into flexion, back into extension, okay? All right, really drop your chest. And so let me take my shirt off so you guys can really see the positioning, okay? Or just follow with the cues, whatever it is. All right. Okay. Number one, take your eyes, look down to your hands, to your chin, tucks to your chest. Now start pushing the floor away from you as much as possible so that you start rounding out your upper back till you cannot push any further. Now start translating that tension into your mid-back and start pulling those ribs down like we would in the spinal curl. Start drawing those abs up and in. Now that will translate to your lower back. Abs still going up, abs still going up. Abs are going up, suck them up, suck them up, suck them up, suck them up to your spine till you got no more. And then lastly, push those hips forward, round that back. Push those hips forward, round that back as much as possible. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax just the hips. Not the abs, not anything else, not the arms, just the hips. Can you isolate just the hips? So I'm trying to access my ab tension and just relax my hips so that everything else stays relaxed, stays locked in. Okay, now relax the abs. And if anything, just let your hips lead backwards to sort of unwind the whole body. But I'm going to talk it through piece by piece. Abs are dropping to the floor. Now that mid-back starts to extend. Your arms start to drop down. And then finally, take your eyes and your chin up to the ceiling. Nice, nice. And there we go. And all of that hopefully now facilitated with much better breathing mechanics, much better mobility of the rib cage, much better understanding of how our abs can manipulate and work together with our rib cage and how it should be enhanced with breathing. So if ever you need a little bit more pressure, just remember, all you have to do is give yourself a good exhale, blow out the birthday cake or sigh, and then there you go, you've got some ab pressure. That's the way you use that. You use that to help you. And hopefully in all of these exercises, whenever you're trying to just dial in a little bit deeper, just give yourself a nice exhale and everything else will sort of flow better. You'll flow into a better inhale, and it just sets the whole system up to be in a better place. And I remember at some point in time, I already said in the session that when you breathe better, it eases up your tension and you won't even need to do so much stretching. So that was the whole point of all this, is sort of to even integrate movements, stretches, and breathing into sort of all-in-one, so that now you have muscles working, joints moving, systems breathing, and everything's working together, body feels safe, and then, like I said, when the body feels safe, tension just drops, and everything's better. We don't need to release the back as much as we need to move it. The problem is we don't move it well enough, and everybody's just releasing. Problem is that will serve you well for a little bit. That tension will come back unless you move or strengthen, which is technically movement, but you know, it's like it all kind of goes hand in hand. Unless you're doing something of that nature, your lower back tension will always be there, and the lower back pain will be there. Okay, you can release it, that's fine, but unless you start tuning in these systems and working together, healthy movements, healthy muscle tension relationships, and healthy breathing systems, you know, that's when your body will feel at its best. So thank you for tuning in. Shoot me any questions you might have. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Mish Movement, just three words. hit me with any messages if on any topics you want me to cover, and because I will keep on doing this while I am sort of waiting for the whole sort of NBA season to play out and we start up again next year. So it's gonna be a while. Anyway, take care guys, happy quarantine, hope you enjoyed this, and bye for now.